Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last time, I recorded literally like 20 minutes ago. This is like a little 2-minute segment just to go over what just happened at the end of the last episode. So last time, we finished up working on the last of all of the cybernetic stuff. We now have the full thing up here mixed out at like if we take off our armor, we have like 41 hearts and a bunch of armor and whatnot. It's all looking pretty good. Then after that, we started putting together the last few pieces we need for the runic star altar. Like, it took us some figuring stuff out and making a couple new machines, but eventually we got the Z-Logic controllers. We made Enderium gears easy enough. And then it was time to go hunting for the final relic, the Maledictus Pact, which can only be found in treasure bastions. So we spent like, I don't actually know how long worth of actual recorded time it was, but for me, it was probably 45 minutes of hunting around the nether for bastions. It was probably something close to that. And just, they only spawn in one specific type of bastion. This one actually. And they only spawn in that chest. This specific chest, in the ones with like this big open chamber, which you come down all like different layers and with the gold like in the middle. That specific chest right there is the only chest that can spawn in the Maledictus Pact. So we cleared like probably 15 bastions of this type last time, or at least I cleared like 15 of these type of bastions last time and just didn't get them. But I did see that apparently piglin brutes that spawn with backpacks have a random chance, or if a piglin brute spawns with a backpack, said backpack is from that specific chest type. So, at the very end of last time, I had put together the monster spawner, which I have upgraded max to ignore players, no AI, and spawn up to 32 monsters. That's that. So, I spent a little bit on here, like 20 minutes or so, just letting them spawn and killing them, and didn't get anything. So I went ahead and went to check the configs, messed around with them a little bit, made it 100% chance for just a moment to see if it would work, and all of these came from like the 100% chance thing. And it did spawn one. And actually, I think there's 3 across all the chests over here. But those aren't legitimate, so I went back and changed it back to what it was supposed to be. Actually, I think I kept the odds for backpack spawning technically a little bit higher. I think it's like 1% before. I think I set it to 10%. Like, technically, I did make it easier for myself for the backpacks to spawn. But now, that's one of the ones we just picked up. That's one of the ones we just picked up. That's one of the ones we picked up. This was the first backpack that spawned after I set back down the spawn rate. And inside is a Maledictus Pact. I am going to accept that one as legitimate, even if I did make it just slightly easier on myself. But technically speaking, I just made it so that 1 out of every 10 piglins was going to spawn it, not 1 out of 100. Plus, apparently these things have like an 18% chance to spawn in that one. Spawn in one of those chests. So like, I should have already had one at that point. Like, the next time I opened one of those chests or got a backpack that was counted as one of those chests, it was borderline guaranteed anyways. So like, it was just random chance whether or not I finally got one to spawn in. So I'm not gonna knock it. This one I'm counting as the legitimate one. But it is also 12:30. I just spent like over an hour recording the last episode. It is very late. I just needed to get all this onto video before I went to bed and forgot everything that I wanted to say. When I get back to record the rest of this, it is time to build the Starforge. Why must I have some modicum of morality? So, I felt weird about essentially making it so that 10 times more backpacks spawned in. So I went ahead and changed this back to spawn at 1% instead of the 10% like I changed it to there. So I've just spent the last 45 minutes after fully upgrading this thing. So it spawns 32 piglins in less than a minute. So it's not like it takes too long. But after 45 minutes and several thousand more dead piglins, almost 5,000 dead piglins, I have these many backpacks. I was fully expecting to see one of the Maledictus packs in this thing just to mess with me. Because I have 60 failed backpacks here, and then the 3 from essentially like the cheaty backpacks, like the one we got our current Maledictus pack from. It took me 60 backpacks to get a fully legitimate one. Like, this thing is supposed to happen one out of, with 18%. It's supposed to happen less than one, or more than 1 in 6. Like, what is that? I got 4 out of 64. That's 1 out of 16. That's really bad. That is not 18%. I'm beginning to think that whatever I read was just completely wrong. But anyways, I now have to clear the backpack. That was very silly. Why on earth did I decide that I had to have some sort of morality and actually do it a bit more legitimately? Like, why must my brain say, oh, you can't cheat for this thing that's basically just cheating to save you an hour that you don't really need to spend? Grr! Anyways, the Maledictus Pact in hand. This replaces the Enhancer Relic. I believe it's the Artisan Relic. Hold on. No, it replaces the Crimson Stone. So, by doing so... why are there creepers up here? Go away. Go away. Now, with replacing all of that and pulling out the diamond blacksmith gavel, I was gonna say blacksmith and then second guessed myself. Eventually it'll finish. Oh yeah, I need to make the item and other input things too, don't I? Because this... I technically don't have them. They're not part of the quest. There we go. The Runic Star Altar. So that lets us go over here. Runic Star Altar. It'll give us a bunch of free FE. And then... let's see. Pillars, magnetized, thinger. Utrum jars. The altar block seems upset when jars weren't filled. What? Utrum jars and add hatches. Which hatches are those? 100% that information should be on this page. What do you mean? Where on earth do you tell me Utrum jars and hatches? Like, I know it said something about the hatches before, but what hatches? I don't know. You have to create... hold on. Total bunches and bunches of energy. That doesn't actually look like that much. Energy goes in. Runic Star Altar. Multi-block materials. That just shows you all of that stuff. 4 Utrum blocks. That doesn't say anything about the hatches either. So we need hatches. What hatches? What hatches does this mean? Use item input hatches for modern industrialization. Utrum jars. We're gonna need those. I think we're gonna need 4 of those. And then how do you fill these things up with Oriel? I don't know. And then item input hatches from modern industrialization. Does it matter? Like, can I just make these things? Advanced machine hull. Oh, come on. I specifically did not look at modern industrialization because it did not look like fun, and then the game's gonna force me to do it. Oh, come on. That's so annoying. Like, that's actually so annoying. Like, the fact it also doesn't tell you need them. It's just like somewhere's hidden in this huge wall of text. Use item input hatches, offer monitors. These are where your recipe will be placed into. Item output hatches are where item input, item output, and energy input. All modern industrialization. Talking about energy, the Star Altar will need a boost for getting enough FE. You'll need to use stacks of upgrades. This information should not be hidden in this huge wall of text. Just shouldn't. That's... is there anything else that's just hiding in here somewhere so they just forgot to tell us? There's the altar. That's looking fine. That's looking fine. That's all the blocks it told us to get. There's all that. The pillars go up. So that all looks fine. That all looks fine. Utrum jars. They need when they weren't fill. Okay, why is that one red? How do Utrum jars work? What needs to go in them? Game, tell me the information you want me to know. And then these get replaced with item, inputs, outputs, and energy inputs. Okay, that's really stupid that is not properly conveyed by the quest thing. But, oh well, I guess we'll start working on these things. Storage inputs. Do like a cheaper version. Steel, yeah, steel item input hatch. Has a capacity of 2 slots. Something tells me that's not going to be enough. But, oh well. Energy input. Runic energy input hatch. Runic item. Shift for more info. Runic in item input. Runic item output. Runic star altar. Runic. Runic enchanter. Runic crucible. Maybe there's extra info. Where's modern industrialization stuff? Endgame. Doesn't have anything in there. Doesn't have anything in there. What about in the Forbidden and Arcana stuff? I know there's stuff over here. One of the most important multi-blocks, mostly because we need it for the other multi-blocks. Here you'll need fluid input. Each input can only be one. Using those hatches, we can input... Or craft our items needed for the star purge. You'll need lots of blood, Oriel, and soul. Automatic Faestus Forge. We're gonna skip a layer because nothing is added. Place the quantum ejector. Few more hatches. The quest log system for this mod pack is kind of awful. I've run into this a few times, and it just gets worse the deeper you go. There are a couple of things where it's just like kind of awful. There are super important information that it just never shares with you. Like, you need these items. How do you build them? What even are they? I don't know. Take a guess. Hope you find the right thing. What item do you want me to have specifically? Is it specifically these runic item input item hatches? I hope not. I assume so, though. Like, it never once told me anywheres I needed to make the automatic Hephaestus Forge, and with all the extra fluid stuff anywheres. Never once did it tell me that anywheres. And now it looks like I'm gonna have to set up, like, full other machines. Hold on. Let's look at the star recipe real quick. The ATM star. Here it is. Item input. That's 13 items. Total items. Runic star altar. Oh, that's so frustrating. I actually think that is actually really stupid, if that is the case. Item... Let me do more research real quick. Okay. I actually have no idea. Like, apparently, At some point, relatively recently, by that I mean like 8 months ago, they changed over what they were using. Originally, it was something like modular machinery. Now they use modern industrialization for like the multi-block for this thing. I did place it down because when I hold the modern industrialization wrench, I can do this, and it's pretty cool. But apparently, at some point, they changed this over like a while ago, and all of the information I can find about it is apparently still about modern industrial or modern modular machinery. So they changed it, and there's just no correct info anywheres apparently about what this actually wants from me. I don't know. That is really frustrating. I'm gonna have to do more research. I was already planning on maybe holding off on building this thing, cause I don't know. Once this thing is built, it's just making the star, figuring out how to make the star more accurately, and it is, uh, well, after we build this thing, we just have to make the star, and the only other thing we still have to do before then is the gateways, so this is what I was planning on doing today before I got distracted by that. That is, I don't know. I just completely dislike how they framed that whole quest thing right there. Like, so much important information, and they're just not telling you what you need to know. It is really frustrating. I have a bunch of inventory stuff to deal with, and then we're going to figure out gateway pearls. I need to take a break from that. Actually, we can still make the Enduric Railgun. Haven't gotten to do this one yet. Hold control for more info. Entities and transform mind items similar to an Enduric laser. Fires a continuous beam that can transfer energy, mind blocks, damage entities. Okay, I want to make this. Works with most pickaxe enchantments, unbreaking, and sharpness. Ooh, getting like sharpness 7 on that would be fun too. So I think we can make that relatively quickly too. So let me clear the inventory. We'll go make a railgun, and then we're going to summon some waves of enemies. Okay, so inventory is mostly cleared. I've already come over and gotten together all of the things we've made before, like 3 adamants, an enduric laser, and 2 advanced batteries. All of that is easy. It is just the particle accelerator linear motor, for which we're going to need another superconductor and 2 ion thrusters. Superconductor means I'm going to need another dubious thing, and I'm going to need another flux gate. I don't think I have enough flux left. Never mind, I have like a whole bunch of flux. Oh, what? Flux gate is, I think, extra adamite. I just need the 1 flux gate, right? Oh yes, it's 2 of these and platinum. Uh, platinum. There it is. So that'll be the flux gate. The flux gate gets used for the superconductor. And then I'm going to need another dubious container. 2 ion thrusters is another flux gate, which means dupe, and dupe. So there's that. Super ion thrusters is going to be 2 of these, that, and is it duradium? No, it's another battery. That's right. So what? That's just going to leave the superconductor, which I need electrum, energite, and the other thing. There's those, that, and I keep forgetting where I'm supposed to be going. Dubious container. There we go. That's going to require a little bit extra of the endear compound, but dubious container acquired. Dubious container goes in there. And once that's run through, I think we'll be good. Like, that should just be everything, if I'm not mistaken. That, and Enduric Railgun. There we go. So, that's charging a whole lot slower than I was expecting. Mining mode is false, you can change with shift right click. Left mouse fires, works with unbreaking and sharpness. Why does this thing need unbreaking for? That's a bit strange. I'm gonna need a bunch of levels if I want to upgrade this thing. Sadly, this thing is just completely broken now, so it's kind of impossible to use. Like, if I just start putting that in there. Capturing works. Spread shulk. Actually, it looks like it works with just about everything. Decrepitude. Let's see. Sharpness should be in here somewheres, right? Sharpness 1's all I have? That's weird. I wonder how that happened. So, capturing, soul looting, severing. I guess I'll take that one. Like, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but I guess upgrading it as much as possible to Sharpness 3 will do for now. Sure, Sharpness 3, Looting 2. It didn't get all the really good stuff, but it got enough for our purposes, I guess. So, how good is this thing? Grab out a target dummy. Is this the good one or the bad one? That's the bad one. Change it out. That gets put back on. Oh! That's not quite what I was expecting. So it doesn't look like it's getting like the boosted damage. It's just continuous 3.1. But apparently it has a right click to create a high explosive, high energy explosion. That's what it said. I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess we'll try this thing out then. I think I'm actually going to go armorless for this and just try out our upgrades from Aura Attack. So how do we build these things? Is it just the 4 tiers of Keep Pearl, or are there more? Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Blaze Gate gives you 75 Blaze Loot rolls. That's super cheap. Enderman, Slime. Gateway of the First Frontier. Requires World Tier Frontier. 3 waves. Requires nearby player enabled. Lives 3. Can I just make as many of these as I want in here? First gateway needs some bones, which I guess aren't in there. So, good place to start. Do I actually have to backtrack, or is this world tier or lower? Like, here's the gateway of the First Frontier. Quest complete. Apothic gateways. I want to see where those are. Apothic gateways. Here it is. Apotheosis is now integrated with gateways. There are gateways based on each world tier, except Haven, providing waves of monsters and invaders. Those gateways may only be used within their respective world tier. Once you beat the final wave, you get a variety of item rewards useful for finishing the respective world tier. You have a total of 3 lives to work with. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then there's an endless gateway. Unlike other gate pearls, this one is obtained by clearing the pinnacle gateway. It will come with the sacrifice of Craig the Eternal, a creature with a lot of health, though. Okay. That sounds pretty cool to me. And then the Sigil of Supremacy. It does this to like Malice, it can make affixes stronger. Unlike Malice, however, it does this to every affix. Okay, you beat this by completing 100 waves. I never actually used one of the Malice things, because I had no idea what they did, but that seems pretty cool. Okay, I don't remember what my keybind is to open the world tier thing. I need to find what it is so that I can go ahead and lower our current tier so that we can actually try this frontier thing out real quick. Apparently it is Control T. So let's hold back down to frontier level, meaning we're going to get worse rewards, but the mobs won't be quite as strong. And let's see, 3 waves, a fixed armored zombie, and armored skeletons. Wave 2 is just a little bit more, and they have some extra buffs. And then, again, slightly stronger buffs, but I'm not expecting those to be too powerful. Let's just try it. Oh, that's some cool music. Wave 1 starts pretty soon. Oh, and then we got some, like, cool fog rolling in. Oh, yes, I forgot we had the Draconic stuff going on as well. Dude, Draconic armor. is going to help us out some. Let's turn that off. Okay, that... Well, that works. The basic shot didn't actually appear to be doing anything, but high explosion, that seems pretty effective. Oh yes, I had also wanted to, I'd wanted to grab like a basic diamond sword or something, but forgot. Like something that wasn't quite as overpowered as like Morgan or the Paxel. Maybe I should have kept one of those gold axes. That would have worked. But our basic punches, when we get the power boost, seem to be doing quite well as well. Oh yes, I'd wanted like not super good food as well. Like this one's too good. Auto eat just worked on something. Hello, Donald. And we got Donald and we have Jonathan. Donald's already dead. Is this going to do anything at all? Nope, the basic indirect laser does not work at all on anything, essentially. But there's you, and... Come on. There we go, leaving just Jonathan. Jonathan? What? Oh. Yeah, we also do Wither, leave the frontier. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. So there's wave 1. Complete the gateway of the first frontier. Thank you very much. Eat some garlic. Before we do another one, I'm going to need to go get like a diamond sword or something. And I'm going to need to get like a stack of steak or something. We got some time-worn fabric, which is used for... to upgrade iron to gold. It is used for gem cutting purposes. And I want to say that's how you, like, make uncommon thing, like Donald's thing is green here. Which actually, I don't think we care about that. Like, I think we can pretty much... Should I go in order, or should I just skip to one that might be a legitimate challenge? Sure, we'll eat some ratlin, because why not? I'm probably going to need more than, like, a single stack. Let's grab... Let's just grab 3 stacks of this stuff, because why not? And let me just go get... Why am I about to run off somewhere to get a diamond sword? Let's just do this. This is technically a waste of diamonds, but it's not like we care. Morgan and Paxel are both getting put to the sideline until we specifically need them. Maybe I should grab out the other railgun as well. This one, the basic shot doesn't do much, but the explosive is really powerful. This one we could use as like a basic shot, but it's a little bit slower. I'm not quite sure which way I want to go with that. Let's move on up to Ascent. We'll go in order. There's only 4 tiers here anyways. So there's the first frontier. Next up is the gateway of the Emerald Grove. Then this endless blaze. Overworldian. Sunlit Ascent. Do any of these other ones say World Tier Pinnacle? World Tier Summit? There's none of them that say World Tier Ascent, as far as I can tell. But let's see. This one is Zombies and Spiders. Zombie, Necrotic Farmer, Zombie Spider. They have some pretty big buffs. Oh, this one just gives you some... This one just gives you some farm stuff. I don't think we care about the Emerald Grove. Endless Blaze gives you blazes. Endless modifier. Okay, that's just infinite blazes until you fail to kill all the blazes in time, I assume. Again, I'm gonna skip it. Gateway of the Overworldian Knights. 10 dungeon loot. Rule change. Allow discarding enable. I mean, that one doesn't look too difficult stats-wise, but it does sound really cool. So you know what? I'll probably make that one. Overworldian Knights. I just need to grab a little bit of gunpowder. I'm not expecting many of these to be super challenging. We're basically just doing this for the fun of it. So, Gateway of Overworldian Knights. Gateway of the Sunlit Ascent. This one feels like it should be Ascent, but isn't. Okay. Apothic, fixed items. Maybe this is supposed to be Ascent and it just doesn't say it properly. That requires gem dust and luminous crystal shards. So take blue tier stuff and crush it real quick. That should be simple enough. I probably have some of that lying around, and I know I have gem dust. That's all basic stuff. I do have some sort of blue tier item, right? I'm sure I do somewheres. Let me go hunting. Okay, I preemptively got some of the other tier stuff as well, because I figured we were going to need it. There's the Sunlit Ascent. There is the Thundering Summit. Yes, that's Summit, that's Ascent. And then that's the Infinite one. Gateway of the Fortress. I mean, that one sounds like it could be cool. That one's just going to need a couple blocks of gold. This one's going to need Infused Dragon's Breath and Sigils of Malice. Sigils of Malice. Infused Dragon's Breath is easy enough. I just need to go get it real quick. So, I guess I'm going to go with that real quick. Grab out some gold. So, the Fortress one, zombified. Do I care? I mean, in theory, it sounds cool, so I guess I'll do it. But it's just like another infinite one, just kill a bunch of stuff from the nether. It's not actually that impressive sounding when it's just put like that. So, I guess we'll use it, but not too excited. Anyways, I just need the Infused Dragon's Breath. We've made it a bunch of times before. Just take a couple of Dragon's Breath, put it in the enchantment table. And Infused Dragon's Breath acquired. Like, I just grabbed out a couple of the Jelly Bellies because it's faster than using this thing. But that should be all we're missing for the Pinnacle one as well. Thank you. So, let's head back out somewheres where we can do this without worrying too much. This place should work. And we are currently still on tier 4. Which one was it? The... Not Overworld again. Sunlit Ascent, that's the one. 3 waves. Oh, it instantly could put another one in my hand. That's a bit weird. That's a pretty cool looking shot. Anyways, let's just get to work, shall we? I feel a little bit slow for some reason. Yeah. What wave do we think we're going to reach where I'm going to be forced to grab some extra defenses of some sort? Right now I'm feeling more or less fine still. But it's probably not going to hold up for too long. Just blow stuff up if it gets too annoying, I guess. Health is hard to tell because of poison. What's next up? Oh, we auto-ate a polar bears? Really? Fine. I guess everything's going to try and beat us up right now. Do I have to kill the phantoms? That could be a problem, because they are currently trying to get as far away from me as possible. Oh, you actually survived that. Impressive. We're down an amount of health. I think a pretty decent one at that. It's just this one phantom. Even... the space between, like, the bonus health is just... the bonus damage, I'm just not really doing much. Okay, that is on. I was questioning whether or not the, it was actually working. Okay, this is bad. Oh, Wither's super bad, actually. Let's pull out the other railgun real quick. I think this one might be more effective here. What just blew up over there? Was that a creeper or something? Okay, that seems to be pretty effective. Just for basic shots, use this one. If you're going for, like, big old singular shots, that. Even though... I'm not sure the extra explosion on the new Enderic railgun is actually boosted or not. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, there's some lag going on. Got it, and got you. Finish your ascent. I really like these gateways, actually. Should have done them a while ago. Complete the sunlit ascent. We're getting a bunch of crystals. We're getting some decent tiered armor, or equivalently tiered armor, I suppose, more accurate. Not like we actually need that tiered stuff. Health is fine. Where did... Oh, I'm curious. Like, do you get like a full heal? No, never mind. We are nowhere near full health right now. Hmm. I'm probably going to need a better weapon at some point pretty soon. Maybe even the next tier. But from here, Ascent, go up to Summit, activate. That's going to be this one. Okay, the red text saying it requires a certain pinnacle goes away after a time. We want to try out the Overworlding Night one real quick. Let's do this one next. That one's not the next one. This is just like a bunch of basic mobs, right? Oh yeah, it's not even like boosted to like our current tier. They're just like what they'd be normally be like. Or they have an amount of armor, but it's like not what it should be. Oh, especially if they spawn in with the backpack and get like that extra boost as well. Let's see. Oh, it is also daytime, so they're actually going to burn as well. Oh, that's probably bad. Okay, creepers are a problem. Creepers get the old railgun treatment. There we go. Oh, and this is just going to drop like a bunch of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I have a feeling the nether one is probably pretty similar, and I just don't really care too much for this. No. Come on. 4 waves of mobs I don't really care about, and then I'm gonna have to make sure... Whoops. Well, I guess that works. Oh, Forager. What's that? I pressed the wrong button there. A plain of white puffball cap. Cool. I can actually use this one on this run. I also caused some pretty serious damage to myself. Where did that poison come from? What is even happening with some of this? I don't know. Oh, we're pretty much fine. Enduric railgun. Yeah, this continues to just not really be capable of doing true damage to anything. Explosion. That's just going to supercharge you. That's not what I want to happen. So use that railgun instead. Yeah, this one and the nether one, I think I'm just going to put the nether one in the backpack, actually. Like, if it's exactly the same as this one, I don't feel like doing it. Like, for basically no real purpose. Like, the other ones are, like, leveled. There's some challenge to them. This one's really not. What tier are you? That tier doesn't really exist. They're, like, Haven tier or something. Like, the witches are the scariest thing here. And they're, even that's not too bad. Like, it's not like they're super powered. Just blow them up like that. You know what? Just do it. Just... Ow. I just noticed we were less than a single heart. I might have to grab, like, diamond armor or something at least. And I continue to see basically nothing at all that's super interesting. Oh, what on earth is that? What on earth did you just give me, game? Actually, I think it might be quicker to ask what it didn't give us. Come to think of it. 1 second, this is a problem. Okay, I have dealt with inventory stuff as much as I am willing to. It's only going to keep getting that bad. Like, it's dropping basically anything that you can get out of basically any overworld chest is just dropped out of that like 100 times in a row. It was really bad. I did get a bunch of blue tier armor, so I figured might as well just toss it on. So slowly upgrade our armor as we go through the higher and higher tiers of stuff we should be claiming from these little quest things, these little gateways. So with that was the basic one. Still have the Apothic Pinnacle, the Nether one, and the Thundering Summit. Let's move on. Thundering Summit. Here's the next tier. The Pinnacle one's gonna be cool. We might actually need like purple tier or something like that. Ow. Okay, this technically is able to do damage to Ghast. On Easy Alliance, kill a Ghast in the overworld is that quest, or that achievement. Okay. Kind of like this one so far. Like, it's got a different feel to it. I didn't grab the wrong one. Gateway of Thundering Summit. No, I did grab the right quest. Or, I grabbed the right Gateway Pearl. Oh, those arrows were doing a bunch of damage. How do I want to do armor? Like, do I actually want to try and find purple tier armor? Or am I going to jump straight back up to the super good stuff eventually? Not quite sure. Let me prepare a railgun shot. Whatever spawns first is getting shot in the face and dying immediately. How did you get so far away? I don't think those were spawned in from the Apothic thing. Oh, that thing survived. I guess I need the boosted damage to make sure I can actually kill. Come on, get over here. I want like some really cool looking shots. And I'm not a huge fan of some of them, but I've probably gotten at least something good. Ah, you got resistance 1. That kind of sucks for me. Oh, it's little baby Ghast. It's just like little cute things. Aw. I thought that sheep was a polar bear for a moment and got very confused. Because that did not really fit the rest of the nether mobs we were fighting. I don't know. These things are fun. Ugh, we are not doing well. Let's see. Didn't get any armor. I don't think we will get any armor until at least we're done. Ow. Oh, I want one of those flag bearers in the thumbnail, I think. But I can't get a good angle on it while trying to survive. Ow! Uh-oh. Piglin's Brute, intricate fiery truncator of the bull. And as expected, we went into ghostly shape form. That's what I get for, like, messing around a bit too much. Did these get turned off? No, they are still on. Cantism. Maybe I should turn on Flash Step, just to give us a little bit of extra speed to work with. But does that immediately close the gate, or do we have 3 lives on this one? Looks like we have multiple lives on this one. Cool. Ow, something either, like, sniper shot us or has thorns of some type. I'm not entirely sure which. And... come on into line of sight. Gotcha. There we go. I don't mind, like, actually fighting a green tier enemy in melee combat. Especially if I get some, like, good timing and can actually, like, stun lock it a bit. But anything higher than that, I don't think we can manage right now without, like, without using one of our railguns. There we go, you're just like a basic Enderman, you're no problem. Are you actually taking damage, or are you just, like, pretending to take damage? I can hold this thing down indefinitely. It's not like it's gonna run out of energy. Okay, they will eventually die. It just takes a little bit. So there's another one. Where's, like, the actual scary ones? Like, the ones that actually got the kill against us? Or was it one of these? Oh, I guess it was one of these. I was thinking that there was, like, an orange name one or something that I just missed. Yeah, oh, there you are. Wow, you... there we go. Those things are tanky. They do not want to die. 2 more. Let's switch to the other railgun and just finish them off. This is still only the purple tier one. Reach the summit. That's only purple tier. We still have another tier to go with Pinnacle. Change out for purple tier stuff. That's only green tier. That's purple tier. It's only iron, but the tier kind of means more, I think. Let's see. 2.7 max health, oxygen, lightning damage reduced, magic damage. Nope, that's not getting changed out. boots are obviously going to get changed out, and then it's a question of which sword are we going to use for this final, for the pinnacle tier. That's only green, probably not. Um, Extra damage to armored opponents. Actually, Night Metal is pretty good here. Enemies, ooh, that one's got execute though. This one's just going to hit more. 7.5. It's the Night Metal. It's probably the Night Metal. Execute is very good. You know what? It's probably good enough that I can warrant doing it like that instead. Sadly, I did not get an extra pair of pants, so those are probably going to break. But with that, time to move on to the pinnacle, lose thyself in the mountain's stormy peaks, and pull out... Where did it go? Oh yes, the gateway of the Apothic pinnacle. We've got 3 giants. We've got 2 illusioners, 2 evokers, 3 killer bunnies. Uh-oh. That's a pretty scary looking group of people. Random Apothic invaders and Vexes and Craig the Eternal. We full health? Good to just jump into it. Good to just jump into it. Come on. Oh, hello there. That's probably the thumbnail shot. Let's see. They're fully armored. How are we looking? That was like 53%. They had 53 out of 100 health. How did I insta-kill them with that? Or did I get the boosted damage on top of it as well? So, actually just like switch between the 2 swords, get a freeze, get some metal damage in, just because it does a little bit more, and then when I get low enough, use the insta-kill sword. Got it. That seems to work pretty well. Food still fine, armor still okay, health looking okay. What have we got? Oh, we got illusioners. That's an evoker, not an illusioner. That's the illusioner. Okay. You know what? I might actually just pull out. Killer bunnies. Like, it's Vexes. Vexes warrant, like, major actions taken against them. Like, I will 100% just pull out Morgan specifically to kill a bunch of Vexes, just because I hate those things to no end. Oh, there goes the leggings. Mining mode is now false. Does that work? Okay, this thing can kill Vexes pretty much no problem, as long as I can land the shots. Never mind, it's still apparently a problem. Ow. Where's the actual illusioner? Oh yeah, the killer bunnies are still just like, roaming around like nobody's problem. Oh, it looks like one of them's actually an orange tier, a killer bunny as well, as if it wasn't already bad enough. No leggings. Where is that thing? God, go away. So it's just the killer bunnies now. They're still perfectly fine. Oh, yep, killer bunnies continue to be, like, true menaces. I forgot exactly how strong these things were, because you almost never see them. There's that. Where is my healing? I am just basically not healing. Okay, it's dead. Cool. Ugh, that was scary. Okay, that was the first super scary one. I just now looked at the model of, I just now looked at the model for the Enderic railgun. It is really cool looking. We got more Vexes. Let's see. Can I just deal with you, like, immediately like this without much problem? Not really. Ow. Yeah, we are not doing entirely. Ow! I still had, like, over a heart. I still had over a row of hearts. Uh-oh. Just grab whatever. And honestly, grab... It's a little bit higher tier than I was originally going to grab, but you know what? It's fine. Head back over to the farm. You know what? Just to get us back over there and into the fight a little bit faster, just start up the healing machine for just a moment. It should run through fully by the time we make it over. Or... yeah, it's probably killed all the slimes right now. That's probably why the healing and food eating stopped. But 4 enemies over here. If I get hit by that bow, I'm basically insta-dead. I cannot avoid getting hit by that bow. It's a true sniper. I still had 2 rows of hearts. No? Like, you... what's... I have like real armor on. Like it's yellow tier. It's not enchanted, but it's still like orange tier, super good armor, and it just doesn't care. It's doing multiple rows of hearts at once. Ugh. I just have to beat this. I'm trying my best not to rely on like our super powered armor and whatnot, but that is easier said than done. I think this actually works to like affect the arrow's range. The fact that I also hitting these things gives me the frost effect because of their armor being like really powerful enchantments or whatever. And I missed. How did that miss? How did it hit, but I can't? Oh, it teleported back. Oh my. How? 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 Cool. All of my shots went through it somehow, and it just hits me from 100 blocks away like it's no problem. I have like a literal sniper rifle, and I can't hit it, but it can hit me with a bow. Cool, thanks, game. That was the pinnacle one. Gateway of the Apothic Pinnacle. I need more Dragon's Breath. I need more Malice things. That's annoying. We got so far. But fine. The game's gonna make me go all out against it. I'm gonna go all out against it and just win like I normally would, I guess. I have more Dragon's Breath. I had 1 in here, and in fact, I actually already had 1 pre-made. I ended up making a new batch of 3. But it was hiding over here. If I can press the right button. There's this. I think the Mekanism armor is still a little bit, is still our strongest option. Maybe I just go for this stuff instead. I know we're already at time. It is after midnight, and I'm still need to upload this and whatnot, so that's fun. I was hoping to just finish up with that right there, just be done. Got really good armor now. Instead of like really good armor, we have real good armor. I say this stuff is real good armor, but like against the opponents, I guess not really. We're going to avoid Morgan for 1 more moment, and we're just going to try and do this real quick. I wish I had a sword that was better than or worse than Morgan, but better than like these things. I guess I should have grabbed like an orange tier, like pickaxe, an orange tier sword rather. That would have probably been better. Yeah, the Enderic Railgun just doesn't avoid enough armor. I guess if I reforged it to avoid armor, that would be okay, I guess. But the swords are just not that. Just basically borderline useless with the sword tits. Come on. There's that. Yeah, I got nothing better on me right now. We're already well past time. It's after midnight. We've already seen this. We've already seen this one, and it's just a bunch of Vexes, basically. Morgan. We already saw this one. It's not like we're seeing something new here. Let's see. There's the Evoker. 1 more somewheres. Is it this Vex? No, that was one of the Evokers summoned to Vexes. Ah, there's another killer bunny. How strong are you? Okay. It can break through all of our bonus hearts, but like that, it can't really do much just on its own. I think we have more armor with this than we do with the Mekanism armor. Maybe this is stronger. It's probably pretty close. Anyways, we actually have armor that can handle itself a little bit better. It's still gonna hurt. Can we just kill like this? Hold on, are we actually getting hit with the shots? We are, but it... Oh, I guess it's random invaders. It's not just like guaranteed you're gonna get like the same super powered bow. I think we just got like really unlucky then. Yeah, either like this armor is just even better than I thought it was, or we just got like the worst possible luck with what invaders it gave us. I think it really could go either way. Oh, that does like 4 damage. That has stopped being useful. That's doing like 20 on like the bonus hits. Otherwise it does like 3. Ah. I'm not in danger of dying anymore. Do I just switch over to Morgan Foley? That was well below 16%. Oh wow, this thing is just like chewing through your armor. Oh, it broke. It was chewing through its durability as well. Last thing. This should be Craig, right? Craig the Immortal? Oh, it's a giant goat. Okay. Hello there. Oh, you've only got 1 horn now. Did it actually break off? Can I go pick it up or no? So, Craig the Eternal. It has 24,000 health? What? Oh, we just did 4,000 with 1 hit and did the... Bye! Whoops. That's not quite what I wanted to do. But, sure? Is he, like, supposed to die in 1 hit? Oh, we got a gem. Cool. Like, is that what was supposed to happen? Yeah, you get 5 fixed items, 10 Apothic Gem Perfect, 64 Gem Dust, 64 Godforged Pearl, and the super good Gateway Pearl. It said nothing about getting a gem. And the super good Gateway Pearl is... where exactly? Ah, there it is. The Endless Gateway of Apothic Invaders. There we go. That's basically... that's basically those done. That one, it's just like a survive forever against a bunch of enemies sort of thing. I mean, those can be fun if that's... But, I don't really feel like wasting another full episode just on that. I think next time, for real, we're going to get to actually building the, Runic Star Altar. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. It is very late. I am very tired. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. And I hope to see you next time. Yeah, I don't think we actually got anything too important out of that. It was basically just doing it to do it. Anyways, I've distracted myself from the outro again. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.